Hello everyone, I'm here today to do a review of Your Wish is My Command by Deena Mohamed, and I wanted to read this because it won the Warwick Prize for Women in Translation last year, and I didn't know when I picked it up that it was a graphic novel, but it is. That explains why it is so big as a book, and it didn't fit in my TBR shelf, so I decided to read it right away. But yeah, this is a graphic novel from Deena Mohamed. Is from Egypt, and it's also translated by Deena Mohamed. So it was written originally in Arabic and then she translated herself. So this book is basically the story in this alternative world in which you can make wishes, sort of like Aladdin's lamp kind of genie things that make wishes, and these wishes come in, like, there are certain levels of wishes. So the best wishes come in bottles like this, and the smaller wishes are just in cans, and then you can wish pretty much for anything that is not like revive the dead kind of thing, and the government with time has put some limitations around it because they don't want things to happen. And we follow three wishes and three people that get these wishes from a kiosk that is not supposed to be selling these really fancy wishes, but he does have them for reasons that we learn later, and so he's trying to sell them. And the first one goes to a woman that is kind of like a cleaner, illiterate, and so she gets in trouble with the police because they don't believe that she was able to purchase this wish, but she put a lot of work on it so that she could get it, because she had a really hard life, and at some point her husband died in an accident and she just wanted to honor his memory, and so she gets a wish to do that, but she gets into all these issues because the government doesn't believe that she bought it legally, so she goes to jail for a long time, and it goes into like corruption and class systems and stuff. The second wish goes to this boy that is rich and has everything. He's a university student, but he's depressed. He has quite deep depression, and so it goes into the stigmas of mental health and how people don't always get the help they need, especially men, and how to kind of go through therapy so that you figure out what the problem is, so that you can make the right wish for yourself. You cannot just say, just cure me. So that's kind of like the second story. And then the third story, the third wish, this man in the kiosk cannot sell it. It's very hard for him to do so, so he decides to use it himself, but he's the kind of person that doesn't really wish for anything, and then so he wants to use it in this woman that he knows that is sick, and he wants her to be better, but she doesn't want to be better. She wants to be let alone to die because she's an old woman and she doesn't think that she needs to live anymore than what she was given. And so we go into all this discussion about end of life and who has the right to decide about someone else's end of life, and class and colonialism as well, a lot, and war and all kinds of things. So this is like really dense and like really deep into many topics, and I found that really cool. I haven't read a graphic novel that went this deep into things probably since Persepolis. Maybe not even Persepolis goes to that level, so I really enjoyed this. It was really powerful, I think. The art style is also, I mean, I don't know if you can see, but this is kind of the art style. So it has at the beginning it's in color, and then we go into like the person that bought the wish, and then that part is black and white, and it has like some of these pages I really love, like the ones that are full spreads, and yeah, and so then ends the wish and then the next wish still has at the beginning, like, it also has some graphic explaining the wish system and the laws around it. So yeah, it's very cool. I really enjoy all the things that it had to say, and some of the characters were very endearing as well. The other thing I really enjoy, so as I said before, Deena Mohamed translated to English this by herself, and since I read Violent Phenomena, I have been a lot more conscious of how people translate things, and how, like, the translation, you can translate something to bring it to another culture, or you can translate something to try to bring the other culture to your own culture, and I think this does that. And I mean, even the format, it's from left to right, so it's open like this instead of the other way around, but also, like, even if you're reading the comic, you also read it like this instead of like that. So that's also something that I enjoyed. And there are also some parts in which she does not translate certain things, like greetings and like expressions. She doesn't translate, she just puts an asterisk at the bottom, and she tells you what it is, but in a kind of snarky way. Like, there was one in particular I remember that they were like greeting each other, so like inshallah, inshallah, whatever, and at the bottom she said, like, they're just saying hi, it's about time that you learn how to do that after so long in this book, something like that. So it really makes that trying to bring you into that culture rather than the other way around, and I really appreciate that from this book as well. But yeah, overall I really enjoyed it. I think it's one of the best graphic novels I've ever read. I think it's so deep and it has so many topics that are interesting to me, and so much to say that yeah, even if graphic novels are a bit expensive, I'm really happy that I read this and that I got to experience this. So yeah, highly recommend. Let me know if you have read it or you want to read it now, and let me know any other graphic novels if you know that are kind of like this or kind of Persepolis, because those are the kind of graphic novels that I enjoy. That's all for me, and until next video, bye!